All right, you're taking a look at the C-130J Super Hercules. This aircraft flies out of Louisville on a regular basis from the Kentucky Air National Guard. I love this aircraft. Had a chance to fly in one of these a few years ago. Talk about an experience. These are big boys, but I tell you what, they can fly like the other normal, smaller planes. There was a captain who did his best to make me sick, and he's like, you got to share that story. Look at that. We're going to see some parachuters here very soon, you guys.
Yeah, this is the workhorse of the Air Force. These things are huge. They can hold 6 wheeled vehicles. They can move whatever they need to. They are some big boys with some big bellies. And as you said, Jennifer, they can move.
Yeah, they can. I mean, Sully, this is a fun aircraft.
It is a fun aircraft. You can fly that into any short field, unimproved. They don't have to land on asphalt. They can land on grass strips in the middle of an area where nobody else could possibly get in with an airplane any larger or that large at all. It's been around since 1954.
Wow.
Original development. That just shows the original incredible design that went into this airplane. Now, obviously, they've upgraded them. These are the C-130J, so they have different engines, bigger, different props on them, and they are just capable of doing any kind of mission almost that you want to do. They pick people up. You've probably seen some James Bond movie where they picked them up out of the raft with the nose, and that they could do that kind of stuff with this airplane. And they do airdrops. They do relief efforts. We had the pilot who came in back a couple thunders ago, about 10 years ago, actually, dropping the Candy Man over in Berlin.
The Candy Bomber.
So now he was in the C-47, but the similar missions that they can do, go in and do airdrops. They can bring troops in tight. They can go anywhere. They fly at night. They can do night vision type missions where they're flying at night through mountainous terrain. So and then of course you get into the gunship, the Spectre gunship, where they have a 105mm howitzer. They've got almost every gun in the arsenal on the side of the airplane, and they can put bullets on the ground anywhere they want to. So used heavily in Afghanistan initially right after 9/11, and just a total workhorse and capabilities like you wouldn't believe that the airplane could do.
Just a jack of all trades. What is its range as far as fueling goes?
Well, some of them can be modified to be air refueled, so they can go as far as you really want it to go.
Okay.
But yeah, they could go probably a couple thousand miles. I've flown on them from Korea down to the Philippines. Not the most comfortable airplane to possibly fly in. We used to fly in these web seats, and we'd have our scarves that we had on our uniform. We'd tie our heads through the webbing to hold our head up so we wouldn't get whiplash while we fell asleep. But yeah, it can go long ranges, just not very fast, but very efficient. You know, a turboprop engine, just very efficient, uses fuel very efficiently, and can do all kinds of different missions and get there and do what needs to be done. Get in and out, carry all this cargo like you were talking about, wheeled vehicles, anything they need. It's just an incredible workhorse and unbelievable number of missions that it can perform.
Yeah, these are pretty neat. The back of it actually opens up.
Oh yeah, and they also use them for parachute drops.
Yeah.
So they were using them when I was going through the academy. People would go down to Fort Benning, Georgia, where they do static parachute jump training. And they would kick it, you just jump out of the airplane and the parachute gets pulled for you. But you can kick out probably 60, 70, 80 people out the back of the airplane.
Yeah. Just get out, right?
Yeah.
We're expecting the Halo High Altitude team to put on a little demonstration for us, possibly jumping out of this plane.
Yeah, this is a look at the cockpit there, where the magic happens, as they say. It's not just one pilot. When I flew in this a few years ago, I was surprised at how many people are actually up there. You have a navigator, pilot, co-pilot, and there's actually a couple other people. So a lot of people can fit in this plane.
Yeah, they have a load master on board. He takes care of the cargo in the back and everybody that's in the back, probably 2 of them. Then you have the pilot, co-pilot, navigator, and then other people you can have on board to make sure everything gets done that needs to be done. They can use them for rescue missions and outfit them for hospital beds and take wounded out, whatever. So anytime there's kind of a natural disaster and the capabilities are there, they can bring this airplane in and outfit it to make sure that they can bring out wounded or injured people, take care of that. It's a totally versatile workhorse.
Yeah, these are flying out of Louisville on a regular basis over there at the Kentucky Air National Guard base. So you will see these coming into and out of Louisville, flying some local missions, especially when we have severe weather. These guys jump right in there, the National Guard, and they are serving the Commonwealth.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful
boys showing
aircraft.
off, yeah.
I'm telling you, they can do a lot. Banking into the air box here.
That's a monster aircraft right there, isn't it?
I flew a mission in Philippines one time, and they brought us on board as guests. And what we did is we flew a low-level mission, and we had adversary attack aircraft, fighters coming out trying to attack us, and we were spotting for them. So we were looking out the windows trying to get, and they basically can slow down and get down in the weeds and try to evade any kind of anybody trying to come after them. But yeah, very capable, very maneuverable
Sure.
for an airplane that size.